it's Twintuitive 717. I am back with another reading. I'm here hanging with Mega Good Vibes. And we are on to do some messages from the Divine Masculines, okay? So let's go ahead and dive right in. Maybe the title of the reading is already resonating with you. Whatever comes out in the cards and in the overall message, I hope it validates your intuition, okay? These are going to be things you're already picking up on your twin flame journey. It could be things that you're already feeling happening with your Divine Masculine. I do have my Divine Masculine Messages deck. So universe, you know, whoever is tuned in watching this reading, please help to deliver clarity on their journey. Can we get some messages from their Divine Masculines? Okay, what do your Divine Masculines want to communicate? I talk to you in my head all day long, okay? Okay. How do they see the Divine Feminines? Before I dive into this message, I just want to know how they see you, okay? I want to know why it is they're talking to you in their head all day long. How do they see the Divine Feminine at this time? They could be trying to get your attention as well when it comes to talking to you in their head, because that is a form of energy exchange. So if you all of a sudden start thinking about your masculine, or you end up in some sort of conversation with them in your head, this is your Divine Masculine reaching out energetically, okay? This is them literally distracted. I think I talked about that in the last reading. It doesn't matter where they're at, who they're with, what they're doing. They're distracted having these conversations with you in their head. I feel like this is what they would say to you if they were in front of you right now. But let's go ahead and find out how they see the feminines, okay? We'll get some more clarity on why it is they're trying to talk to you. Yeah, because a lot of you have said goodbye, surrendering, right? I talked about detachment a lot on the journey. Many of the Divine Feminines are in this place of detaching and letting go. I'm hearing hit the road, Jack. Some of you could just be done with the cycles or repetitive cycles of just triggering one another, okay? I felt a lot of third-party energies coming up within the last little while. So many of you could be resonating with this, where it's like the closer you get with your Divine Masculine, the more moves they make towards you. I feel like the karmics are coming in even stronger. And this is a sense of the Divine Feminine surrendering to this whole karmic attachment or any kind of third-party energy, okay? So you guys could have a Divine Masculine who may be like stuck with someone else, and see, because the reason I'm saying stuck with someone else is because I'm hearing the word escapism, okay? So I'm feeling like part of this Divine Masculines, like some of the issues that they have is like they can't seem to detach from a toxic situation, and they feel almost stuck in another situation, and escaping and talking to you in their head or in their mind all day long is a way of escaping the situation that they're currently in. And part of you surrendering as well here, Divine Feminine, is like wanting to do something different. And I'm also hearing wanting to attract something better or new into your life. And in order to do that, the universe is letting you know, like, you have to make room. And so you have made room, right? You've sort of pushed someone out of your energy, is what I'm getting. And now they're in a sense of regret. Maybe they didn't think that you'd ever have the courage to walk away or to tell them no, or I guess surrender. Maybe they never thought that you'd have the courage to surrender to whatever's going on. Like, this is a Divine Feminine who no longer wishes to be in competition, and now this person is doing the most to try to get your attention. And I feel like the more they do that, the more they end up feeling stuck, like they're wasting resources or money. Like they're trying to do grand things or make grand gestures to get your attention because you've decided to kind of push them out, okay? And now they're stuck in a place where they can't help but talk to you in their head. Let's get some clarity on how they romantically feel for you. Okay, we have the Emperor coming along with the Six of Cups here. You know, it's interesting because I feel like once you surrender, and many of you have felt this on your twin flame journey, that's when your masculines want to show off or step into this Emperor energy. But I feel something not so genuine about this Emperor energy coming through. They feel a lot of regret. It's almost like you I keep hearing they're doing the most to try to get your attention. You know, it's like only when you decide to surrender or walk away, they start kind of gearing up to get into this emperor energy. Okay, you know what I'm getting? I'm getting a divine masculine who tries to trigger you, divine feminine, um, because you've made the decision to surrender or walk away somehow. Okay, and now it's like they're trying to show off this emperor energy, but it's like it doesn't really matter because they end up talking to you in their head all day long. The reason they're probably talking to you in their head all day long is because a lot of you aren't focused on this person, or you're not really paying attention to them. And that's why they're having to kind of do things to try to capture your attention. But I feel like a lot of you you're over it. Many of you are, like, this paired with the surrender card tells me that some of you are just, you're over it. Like, you're fed up with, like, the sad songs or, like, the sad energy moping around. Many of you are ready for something new. And now it's like, now this person wants to come in with this emperor energy, and they might be showing it off with other people, or, okay, these are way too many, but I will take from this pile because I was shuffling for a while there. Let's see what'll come up with that card. I feel like this person, you know, they're showing off this emperor energy, but they're trying to do it with someone else. It's almost like they're trying to show you that you're missing out somehow. But when a lot of you think about whether or not you're missing out, I feel like at the end of the day, you're like, nah, like, I ain't missing out on nothing. You guys see the way Mega just turned around right when I said that? It's like, no, I'm not really missing out on anything, because when you think about this person, you know, when they're with you, it's like they're too intimidated to show off this emperor energy. It's like the only time they ever can show off this emperor energy is when they're with the weaker link. Okay, there's something about your presence that makes, like, it makes this person have to, like, question themselves, or get a little bit more grounded or more serious or more stable. Like, I feel like this person knows how to fake emperor energy with a lot of people, but not with you. You might have told this emperor to get going because they can't consistently maintain this emperor energy. And they've been surrounded by karmic energies for so long that fall for that whole emperor show at the beginning, and then it's like you can't maintain it, or there's no longevity, is what I'm hearing. How does the feminine perceive all of this at this time? Okay, so we have the Four of Wands. Okay, so be grateful. You have much to celebrate, deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. Yeah, a lot of you are wanting more stability. You're wanting something better for yourself. But in order to get this, I feel like a lot of you are going through this first. There's a lot of divine feminines out there who you're calling in true love. I feel like you're not attaching the word twin flame or soulmate to that feeling. It's just many of you want exactly what this card says. And 4 is a number of stability. Okay, I feel like it's time that your heart experiences that stability here, divine feminine. Like, a lot of you have a twin flame divine masculine who has to go through a period of healing, and there is this sense of, like, regret that I'm feeling. Like, karma, the wheel, it has to balance itself. It's like you were there and they took you for granted, and I feel like the universe is saying there's got to be a price to pay for that. You know, it's like when you're given a gift and you don't appreciate it. I feel like many of your masculines are in this place of having to pay that karma for tossing aside a gift that was given to them. And they're having to do this emperor energy so hard for someone who they don't even really care to do it for. It feels like wasted energy, wasted money, wasted time. And again, the reason all of this is happening right now, where someone's trying to get your attention, is because you've surrendered. You've kind of pushed them out of your life somehow. You've said no. You've said, hit the road, Jack. Okay, the letter J could be significant. The name Jack. Many of you have just kind of said goodbye to this person. And I feel like with the Emperor card here coming out, they're not used to people pushing them out or telling them to hit the road. And now that you have, it's creating this like very magnetic energy towards you, and that's your standards, your boundaries. It's very attractive. You know, you can't be triggered here with this Six of Cup energy here coming through. You've already surrendered, right? So there's no more triggering you. I feel like the Four of Spring energy coming out for you, Divine Feminine, says here that you've learned your lesson. And now, when it comes to attracting love into your life, you're more worried about the qualities within a person rather than you are interested in like the physical aspects of a person, or if someone has money, or I feel like the stability that you're looking for more has to do with the groundedness someone has to present, like whether or not they show up as a king versus like a page who is impulsive, and they may have money, yes, but they don't know how to use money wisely. They squander it. They're very clumsy. They're not responsible. They're not reliable. Okay, and a lot of you are starting to realize throughout this twin flame journey, there's much to learn about yourself and what it is you truly desire. And I feel like a lot of your twin flame divine masculine counterparts, they come in to show you that about yourself. It's like a mirror, right? And I feel like the mirror that many of you are experiencing, that your twin flame ends up showing you, is that, you know, the package may look really nice on the outside, but when you open it, is this what you really want? And so I feel like at this time, the journey, the twin flame journey itself, is making a lot of divine feminines question, like what matters, what matters in love, what matters in relationships, what is an attractive quality, what is sexy. And so a lot of you are starting to think like that. I have talked a lot about the divine feminines attracting a lot of suitors into your life who present those things. And so many feminines are just kind of taking it slow, because on top of this, your masculines are also going through a transformation. Every time you surrender and detach, your masculines go through a transformation where it's like, yes, you may have suitors coming towards you, but each and every time they will always infiltrate themselves into that group of suitors to show you that they're also transforming, and things are also happening in this state of surrender with them, okay? So I'm going to end off this reading, guys. What I want to do is get a card. Like, despite your masculines feeling triggered or being inconsistent, they're also growing on the journey. I want to end off the reading by getting a card that represents the masculine's true intentions towards you. Like, what does their higher self feel towards you? Many of you will already feel this intuitively. You know it, which is why we hold space for our counterpart. So I'm going to help confirm that energy for some of us on the journey who, like, you can feel it from your masculines, how they truly feel for you, okay? Which is why they have to go to such lengths to get your attention, okay? Many of you know this. How does your masculine intuitively feel towards you in the heart space? Okay, so we have finances and career here coming through. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Not feeling good enough, okay? Like I said, they can fake this emperor energy, but I feel like when it comes to being with you, longevity and consistency is really, really important. And I feel like you get them to pay attention to the real world, divine feminine. I feel like they are surrounded by people who don't really care about what it is they have to do to gain finances or to feel like they have a footing in their career. As long as they're providing that pentacles, this is all the people who they attract into their life in terms of relationship really care about. I feel like it's affecting your love life because this could be one of the triggers that your masculine experiences when they come near you, okay? Heart to heart, there's something about your energy that makes them really question what it is they're doing with their life and what it is they're doing with their time and their energy, okay? And there's something about that realization that makes them feel even more drawn to you or even more attracted to you. Can we get some more clarity around this? What do the masculines feel from their heart space from a romantic point of view? Even though we've clarified finances and career, can we get some more clarity on how the masculines are feeling in the heart space towards the divine feminine? Yeah, so we have romantic feelings, so that's why this is important to them, okay? Like I said, they can fake this emperor energy, but because we have the emperor coming out with surrender, there's something about them being in this emperor energy that is still, they're wearing a mask in some way. And that could have a lot to do with finances and career. It's like you get them to be more responsible. It's easier to be in karmic situations where, they can like flash things, right? It's like I feel like many of your masculines are with karmic partners who, like, finances and career is a big thing. Like, as long as this masculine has money and can take this person around and show them a good time, they're there. But when it comes to connecting with the divine feminine, it's like all of these romantic feelings, but big, huge triggers around that emperor energy and what it really truly means to be an emperor. And that's why they harbor such romantic feelings towards you, because maybe being an emperor isn't about flashing their money. Maybe being an emperor has a lot to do with grounding themselves. You might be a divine feminine who doesn't require a load of pentacles because you could already provide for yourself. So that's why you trigger this masculine in a way that, like they could, okay, this is a divine masculine. The reason it's so easy for them to get into this emperor energy and maybe kind of be a trickster in a sense is because they could have money from like mom and dad, or they could have money that's passed down to them, but there's no substance, right? That's why career is coming up, because I feel like a lot of your masculines get triggered when they're around you because they don't feel a sense of purpose, or like they're contributing to their life or the world, or any sense of purpose in any way. And you're not easily impressed by just money, divine feminine. There's so much more substance to the interactions with you, and it's very triggering to this person. Again, I'm going to end off this reading by saying money's not enough sometimes, right? Especially when you're a divine feminine who can provide for yourself. You have your own. You have the ability to tell someone to get up out your house, right? Not the other way around. Ain't nobody kicking you out of your house. You have the ability to be like, hey, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back. Because again, this masculine, they could have money, but you have money too, right? So it's like you're consistently asking them to bring something more to the table, and that's where they hit that brick wall, because a lot of your masculines are working on going more within and facing that shadow side of themselves so that they're not so triggered or embarrassed when they're around you to talk about things like, what is your purpose in the world, and what are you doing, and how do you contribute, and how do you feel good and feel happy. That's why you're so triggering to your masculines at this time, because sometimes the doing the most with money doesn't really impress you, right? Like I feel like when it comes to connecting with you, divine feminine, they crave this exact energy, which is I don't have to take you here, there, and everywhere just to form a bond with you. Just the conversations we have are enough, to kind of fill up my soul. All right, so I hope this reading made sense for, I don't know who it was for, but, it's definitely for somebody out there whose masculine is really trying to get your attention at this time. But it's almost like they're doing way too much, and they're also getting deceived in the process. And the reason they're on this like kind of power trip right now is because I feel like just the 3D lifestyle, the flashy stuff, it's not impressive to you, divine feminine, and so you're constantly pushing this masculine to delve deeper, which can sometimes be uncomfortable for them. Okay, all right guys, you guys take it easy, and I will catch you in the next reading. Okay, bye guys.